The Bible quotes Jesus as saying, "If any man thirsts, let him come to me and drink. Out of his belly shall flow rivers of living water." And the Bible tells us that we are supposed to drink water from our own cistern, running water from our own well. And this is all a part of the recipe, all a part of understanding these ancient shamanic techniques when they consumed this Amanita mushroom in their rituals. And this leads us directly into the twin fountains and two waters. In the book of John, the story of the woman at the well, the woman says to Jesus, "Sir, you have nothing to draw water with, and the well is deep. Where do you get that living water?" And Jesus said to her, "Whoever drinks this water will be thirsty again. Whoever drinks the water that I give him will never be thirsty. The water that I give him will become in him a well of life that lasts forever." Two different kinds of water. Here's the alchemical depiction of Mount Helicon and the twin fountains atop a mushroom-shaped hill. This displays the tree of life next to the phallic-shaped fountain with twin spouts. And on either side of the phallic obelisk at the Vatican are twin fountains. Both of these fountains resemble the Amanita mushroom in both the canopy stage and the Holy Grail stage of growth. Hidden in plain sight in the Vatican courtyard, the Holy Grail has become all but invisible. The twin fountains throughout alchemy and mysticism represent two different types of water. More precisely, they represent two different types of urine. And this gives a whole new meaning to the terms water into wine and take and drink. Clark Heinrich points out this image of Titan's bacchanal of the Andreans. Here is the homunculus again, urinating now into a river of wine. And this man is scooping it up into a pitcher and passing it around as everyone is drinking it. And there is a line from a French songbook in the foreground that reads, "He who drinks and does not drink again does not know what drinking is."
This symbol is called the caduceus, and it is the serpent-entwined staff that is used as a symbol for healing and for drugs today. After the exodus from Egypt, Moses placed a serpent on a staff and used it to heal his people. The serpent-entwined staffs are the symbol of Asclepius, the Greek god of medicine, and his association with medicine is his association with the serpent. Here is the serpent-entwined staff with the wings at the top and a caduceus-like totem in Tiananmen Square. The person holding the mace in the U.S. Capitol has absolute authority to speak, as the mace is a scepter of authority. Notice its design.
Symbolically speaking, the Egyptian winged sun disk is a stylized variation of the caduceus. The wings are there, the serpents are there, and the disk represents the crown of the staff of the caduceus. And what do we do to our Christmas tree? We place red and white gifts below it, representing the entheogens. We entwine it with ribbon, representing the Kundalini energy rising up the body. And we place wings at the top, completing the symbol of the caduceus. The very tree under which these mushrooms grow in nature becomes the symbol for the drugs themselves, the caduceus. And now we can return to the deity portrayed in this stance and get an entirely new perspective. It should be totally clear why this posture or this stance is so important. We see Krishna doing it, the goddess doing it, the caduceus, all standing with this posture, all standing like the Amanita mushroom. As this deity is wearing only a draping around his waist and thorns on his head. Getting high, or the most high as we call God, is about climbing the cosmic ladder to Godhead, and ladders predominate in alchemy and mysticism. Jacob rests his head on some sort of a stone and has dreams of a ladder to heaven. In Christianity, in Freemasonry, even the tale of Jack and the Beanstalk, Jack climbs a vine to the heavens, or this cosmic spiral ladder to Godhead, and what does he find there? The golden eggs. The golden eggs of alchemy. The Amanita Muscaria mushroom. Real gold is only a materialistic item that will get you nowhere in the afterlife. But this shamanic out-of-body experience is preparation for actual death. It's training for that crossover period from this reality into whatever is our next reality. And here is Mithra standing on top of this cosmic egg, or the primordial mound. He has an entwined serpent around his body, making the caduceus and symbolizing drugs. Mithra is the drug itself, the mushroom. The Amanita Muscaria mushroom is also born from a primordial mound. Mithra has tail feathers like those that the mushroom does, the annulus, and he also has wings atop his shoulders representing the upturned gills of the mushroom. Continuing with this symbolism of the mushroom, we find the divine hermaphrodite, polar opposites combined into one entity, usually male and female, with wings upon its back. And it's this personified dualistic deity that leads us into the rebus, or the re-re, two things. Oftentimes the rebus will be seen with a cup in one hand and a serpent or an Ouroboros in the other. It is standing upon Mercury and Venus, with serpents in the cup representing the poison or the drugs contained in the cup, the medicine.
The Amanita Muscaria mushroom is seen as both male and female sex organs of its personified deity. Here you can see the stalk of the mushroom penetrating the cap in the act of divine coitus. The male and female portions of the mushroom consist of a breast and a yoni for the female, and a single testicle and penis for the male. By splitting the mushroom open in its earlier growth stages, the act of sex is blatant. All that is missing are the bodies of the god and goddess.